And, obviously I didn't win slams or didn't go anywhere near that, but I still played at the toughest era. I think in my that tennis has ever been. I think I lost many times in the round of 16. I think 5 or 6 times, once in the quarters, to a lot of those guys that were there, like Federer, Nadal, Murray, Burdish. It was too difficult back then. So I felt like they were dominating the sport of tennis back then, and there was nothing really you could do. Nobody could get to a semi or a final of a Grand Slam. They were that good in their prime. I mean, so many times I'd lose fourth round in the round of 16. I think like 5 or 6 times. But it was mentally so tough. They were so good. Now tennis has changed. The top 10 for me is not like it was 10, 15 years ago. Guys like Burdish, Del Potro were incredible players. And I see the guys in the top 10 now. They're still good, don't get me wrong and stuff. But if some of those guys had to play Burdish or Del Potro, their head-to-head would be, 8-2 or 7-3. They're not going to match up well. You know what I mean? So back then, those elites, I mean, it was so difficult. I kind of guess, when you talk about expectations, I totally did all right, I guess, in that period. I mean, maybe I would have slipped another semi-final of a slam, maybe, if they weren't there at that period, But tough to call it. Very difficult back then, man.
So let's say the quarters run of Wimbledon, where you beat like Soderling, Malise, Davydenko, Andreev, and then you come up against Djokovic quarters there. You had, walking onto the court there, you had no belief that it could go your way, or what was kind of the feeling?
That Wimbledon, I thought I could believe anyone, for sure. I don't know how I was like 200 back then ranked or whatever, and I qualified. But yeah, I think I lost Novak in 4, maybe 7-5 in the 4th. But yeah, that was also the year I think he lost 2 or 3 matches. Nobody could beat the guy. Like in 2011, I think Nadal lost 3 or 4 matches. It was a joke, man. And I thought I played really, really well. And just thinking back after the next couple of years, I kept going, 4th round, 3rd round, 4th round. I mean, I think 5 or 6 times I played the 3rd round would lose to Federer or Rafa or Murray or Djokovic and stuff. It was so many times the 3rd round or 4th round that it was becoming mental, because you think you got to beat them in the 3rd round or 4th round, then you got to beat Nadal in the quarters, semis, Murray. It's like a mission impossible back then,
Yeah.
It's impossible to beat 3 of these major top guys in a slam. Maybe if you beat one of them lucky, in a 3rd round, 4th round. But then next you got to play another guy. It's impossible.
Can you settle this argument for me really quick before we continue? So we did draft, a player draft, a couple, maybe 2 months ago or something. And this matchup became the deciding on who's going to win the game. It was prime Djokovic at US Open. No, sorry. Prime Fed at US Open versus prime Del Potro at US Open. Who do you think wins that?
Ooh, shit. Prime Delpo, because he can hit anybody off the court. It was a joke the way he played.
Very much.
Prime, yeah.
If they play 10 times, you think he's going to win more than Federer will?
Thank you very much.
Well, the thing is, Prime, it's very close. I mean, at the end of the day, Federer is still Federer and stuff. It's still going Federer's way. But
he's moving the goalpost.
You just said it would still go Federer's way.
He's moving the goalpost. No.
Del Potro would hit you off the court. No, he would hit you off the court. It's just if they were on, they would hit you off the court. There was nothing that Roger could do, because if they're serving if they're hitting it, it would hit you off the court. Guys like Sterling was the only guy to beat Nadal at French, really destroy him,
Exactly. So it's an if thing.
Listen to me. No, Justin.
But we've seen that the resume of Federer is long, brother.
Justin, we said it was one day, and it was prime Delpo versus prime Fed. One day. That's what we said. And I lost that 3-2 off of this match. So please, thank you very much. This is a man who has played them both, who knows what he's talking about.
Okay, speaking of playing those guys, of the 3 GOATs, so you have Nadal, Federer, Djokovic, who did you think you match up the best with, and who was the toughest guy for you to play?
Look, I mean, okay, I played all of them. Rafa only played twice, I believe. I played him once on grass. Struga lost 6-4 in the 3rd. So I didn't play him too many times. Murray, I could never take a set off, ever. but he was always playing him when he was number one. I always played him at Davis Cup, now round of 16, Australian Open when he was number one. Cincinnati, I think quarters, the Mars number, he was number one. Many times I played him when he was number one. Didn't win a set. Federer I played only 2 or 3 times. Once it was, I think, in Davis Cup 6-4 in the 4th. See, Novak I played 5 times, the most out of them all. And I lost 5 times. I beat him at the Hopman Cup 6-4, 6-4. I mean, it counts, but it doesn't count. And then Wimbledon was obviously 7-6 in the 4th once. But Novak in the prime, there's no one that could match him for sure, you know? Like, he's one of the best players. He was, when he was playing well, he was chopping Federer 2-2. Rafa 2-1. He was that good, man. Like, you can't compete. He's the greatest of all time. There will be no one like him for sure.
Thanks for watching this clip. If you want to watch the full episode, the link is in the description down below.